Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see from Glue how we can connect to Snowflake. So this is a recent blog. What it says is like AWS Glue now supports native Snowflake connectivity with new ETL capabilities. This is right now in preview. So it's posted on 26th of June 2023. So AWS Glue for Spark now supports a Snowflake connector for Spark out of the box with new ETL capabilities, enabling users to preview Snowflake data, use Snowflake SQL queries as a source, and write to new or existing Snowflake tables. AWS Glue Studio offers a visual extract transform load interface that helps ETL developers to author, run, monitor AWS Glue ETL jobs quickly. With this new feature, ETL developers can read and write data into Snowflake more effectively using AWS Glue. So with the native Snowflake connectivity, we can easily connect to Snowflake and and write the data into Snowflake tables. So right now this option is enabled only in these three regions. To try this feature, create visual ETL jobs, add a Snowflake source or target to your job. This feature is currently in preview and available only in the following AWS regions: US East Ohio, US East North Virginia, and US West Oregon. Let's do a demo on this one. And so first what we need is like we need to create a secrets in secrets manager to access the Snowflake. For that purpose, I have created a secrets in secret manager in North Virginia region. So in secrets manager I have the secret Snowflake credentials. Here I have created the user ID and password. For example, I have stored this user ID under this name SF user. Then I given the user ID. Similarly, the password SF password I have given the password. That is what I have stored in the secret. So under the secret's name is secrets credentials, the Snowflake credentials. So right now I'm in the Glue Studio. So this is the Glue Studio. So right now I'm in North Virginia region. So what we do is first you need to create a connections here. So click on connections here. So here connections, I create a connection. So this is my Snowflake connection. So you just give a name here, connection type. So right now I'm going to choose Snowflake preview. Next you need to give the Snowflake URL. So we have Snowflake URL. So I'm just going to copy that URL. So this is the URL. I'm going to copy this URL and give the URL here. Next is secrets. So this is Snowflake credentials where I have stored my ID and password. Snowflake credentials. So if you want to give any role, Snowflake role, you can provide here, because right now I'm in account admin, so I'm not giving any role here. If you are in a specific role which have access to the Snowflake tables, then you have to give that role also here. Now click on create connection. So now the connection is created. Next what we'll do is let's go and create a ETL jobs. So ETL jobs. So here I'm going to choose the source as Snowflake. Read data from Snowflake. So the target also I'm gonna write your data to Snowflake. So I'm just choosing my source Snowflake and target as Snowflake. Then here create job as visual with the source at target. Click on create. So now you could see you have a skeleton job here. Now click on the source now. So you can give a name here. The source connection is I have to give the connection. I have to choose a connection here. The Snowflake connection. So right now I'm gonna take data from a single table. So choose a single table here, database. So if I go to my Snowflake, this is my Snowflake environment. So right now I have a table database called testdb. Under public schema I have a table called inventory. So I'm gonna take data from this inventory and put into another table in the same schema. So my database is testdb, schema is public, table is inventory. I'm going to take this data from this inventory table. Then for performance and security, under performance security, I have this option enable query pushdown. If enable, the query will be sent to and processed by the Snowflake server when possible, which improves performance. Performance improvement, we have to enable this one. And if you are going to give custom properties, you can give it over here. Next one is the table transformations, and the final one is sync. Sync is again you have to choose the connection here. Snowflake connection, databases, test DB, and schema is public. And I'm going to choose the table as inventory new. This is my new table. I'm going to create in the Snowflake environment. So I'm just here. We have the different options here. How we want to create the table in the the target. Whether you want to append the table or you want to merge data or truncate or drop. So right now I'm just making this append. So if the table is not there, it's going to create and append the data into the tables. And next, you will find a script here. So what it's saying is like the source input has provided no output schema for node. So right now there is no output schema mentioned for here, right? So let's do a data preview here. Start data preview session. So IAM role, I'm just choosing a demo glue role. So this is going to read the data, read the data from the Snowflake and create the schema here. So now it is showing here as loading data previews. So it is actually connected to Snowflake and retrieved the sample data from Snowflake, and it's going to comes up here. So now you could see the data is populated, sample data is populated here. Now you click on the output schema. So you could use a data preview schema. Click on this one. So these are the schema. These are the columns available in the source tables. So now you click on the table mapping here. So these are the tables. If you want to delete some, drop some columns, that you can do. Let me drop one of the column, that is like inventory warehouse SK. I'll drop this column now. So this is my output schema now. Only three columns. Input we have four columns, but we output we have only three columns. And we'll go to the output schema. Now it's only three columns here. Now go to the script here. This is the auto populated script here. So here, like if you see here, like it is connected to this table name as inventory. It's going to take the data from inventory. And like if you see the mapping here, this is the mapping. So only three columns are mapped here. And finally it is creating a table effort exist in public inventory new, and these are only three columns here. So the script here, click on job details. Here you want to give a job, Snowflake to Snowflake, and you have to give a IAM role here. Then here like job open making is disabled for the time being. The advanced options, here you have to provide the script name, like where the script want to be stored here. These two one scripts here. And if you see here, the connection, the current connection is Snowflake connection here, and that is pretty much here. Now what I'll do is I just save this one. The job is saved now. So now we're going to run the job now. So now the job is running. I mean, it's doing a starting here. Click on this one. So now the job is showing us running here. Go to Snowflake and select this inventory table now. This is my inventory table. So I have four columns here: inventory date SK, inventory item SK, inventory warehouse SK, and inventory quantity on hand. These are the four columns I have right now in the table. In the new table, I should have only three columns. Let me refresh this one. Still there's only one table. Let's go to studio. Still running. Now showing the job is succeeded here. Let's go to Snowflake and refresh this one. So now we could see a new table is created here, inventory underscore new. Let's run this. This is our input table with 4 columns. Now we'll run new table. So you could see only 3 columns now. So inventory date SK, inventory item SK, inventory quantity on hold. The third column is removed from the source table. Source table, the inventory warehouse SK is removed, and finally the target table we have only 3 columns. So in this way, with the help of native Snowflake connectors, we can directly connect to Snowflake and retrieve the data, and you can load them into target. And this is like in this job, uh, we have given a table from choose from a single table. If you want to provide a custom query, you can provide the custom query here. In case if you want to give custom query, like select star from this, if you take the data from this query, and if you populate here in this select query, and when you check the script here, previously we could see a table there in the previous script, but now if you will find a query here. Previously you find the table name, there was you were showing only the table name, but right now since it's query, it's here changed it to query here. If I run this now, save this, I'm gonna run this again. Let's see what happens. It's still append mode. Let's check the count of this table. So totally 100 records we have here. But right now here also we should have 100 records. Now also we have 100 records here. Let's see once job completes what is the number of records in the table. Now the job status showing is succeeded. Let's go to Snowflake and verify the count now. So now it is mentioned as 200 here. Since the job is in append mode, that's the reason you could see the record is 200. If you see the source record, it is 100. Initially we gave the table name, that's the reason we got 100 records. Now we provided a query, and again we run the same job, so that's the reason you could see 200 records in the output table. So this is like with help of native Snowflake connectors, we can easily connect to Snowflake source and do some transformation and again load them into Snowflake. That's pretty much for this video. Thanks for watching.